Hamelin, a quaint town in medieval Germany, cobblestone streets, charming houses. But something was terribly wrong. Rats everywhere. They swarmed the streets, they invaded the houses, they feasted on the town's grain. These weren't just a nuisance, they were a plague. The townspeople were desperate. They tried everything: traps, poisons, cats. Nothing worked. The rats multiplied. The stench was unbearable. Fear gripped the town. What could they do? The mayor was at his wits' end. He paced his chambers. He tore at his hair. He had to find a solution. The town was on the verge of collapse. One day, a stranger arrived. A knock echoed through the tense silence of the mayor's chamber. A tall, slender figure stood at the door. Dressed in a multicolored coat, he cut a striking figure. This was no ordinary visitor. This was the Pied Piper. His eyes, sharp and piercing, seemed to hold ancient secrets. He carried a long, slender pipe. It gleamed strangely in the dim light. "I hear you have a rat problem," he said, his voice a low, melodious hum. The mayor was skeptical yet desperate. What did he have to lose? He explained the situation. He described the town's plight. He pleaded for the Pied Piper's help. The piper listened intently. A knowing smile played on his lips. "I can rid your town of rats," he said, "but it will come at a price." The mayor was ready to agree to anything. "Name your price," he begged. "Anything to be free of this pestilence." The piper's smile widened. He named a sum, a considerable sum, but one the desperate town could afford. The mayor readily agreed. He would pay anything to save his town. They shook hands, sealing the deal. The fate of Hamelin rested on this mysterious stranger. The piper raised his pipe to his lips. A haunting melody filled the air. It was enchanting, mesmerizing. As if by magic, the rats began to stir. Section 4. The Betrayal. The piper's music flowed through the streets. Rats, like puppets on invisible strings, followed him. From every nook and cranny they came. Out of houses, from under carts, a sea of rats followed the piper. He led them to the river Weser. One by one, the rats plunged into the flowing water. They were gone. The town was free. People rejoiced. They danced in the streets. The nightmare was over. But their joy was short-lived. When the piper went to the mayor to collect his due, the mayor laughed. "Rid us of rats with mere music," he scoffed. "You've done nothing. We won't pay you a penny." Section 5. The Piper's Revenge. The piper's eyes turned cold. "You made a deal," he said, his voice low and menacing. "You will regret your betrayal." He raised his pipe to his lips once more. This time, a different tune filled the air. It was just as enchanting as the first, but with a darker, more urgent tone. The children of Hamelin stopped playing. They were drawn to the music, their eyes glazed over. One by one, they followed the piper, just as the rats had before. They marched out of the town, their little feet echoing the piper's haunting melody. Section 6. A Soul Reminder. The children followed the piper to a mountain outside the town. As they approached, the mountain opened up. It revealed a dark and mysterious cave. The children, still under the piper's spell, followed him inside. Then, the mountain closed behind them. The children were never seen again. Only one child remained in Hamelin. He had been too slow to keep up with the others, left behind to tell the tale. The townspeople were devastated. They had learned their lesson, but at a terrible cost. The legend of the Pied Piper of Hamelin serves as a haunting reminder. A reminder of the importance of keeping promises and the terrible price of greed and betrayal.